Chief Advisor seeks assistance of armed forces to make February election festive, says they have taken right decision in July. EC to remain stick to pledge of neutral vote, says CEC in dialogue. BNP to take part in polls accepting code of conduct. Democracy to be established unless it becomes failed state, says Fakhrul, urges to ensure freedom of judiciary and press. Welcome to the News24 English Bulletin. This is Nafisa. Those were headlines. Now the details. The Chief Advisor said army support is essential for a fair and festive election in February. He thanked the armed forces for making the right decisions during the July uprising. He mentioned that the political parties are already busy with campaign plans as the national election approaches. He said public enthusiasm is high after years without voting. Speaking at the Staff College graduation ceremony, he said trained officers will play vital roles in future national challenges. The Chief Election Commissioner has urged political parties to help increase voter turnout. He reaffirmed that the Election Commission remains committed to a neutral election. During Wednesday's dialogue, several parties raised concerns including transfers and unclear guidelines for referendums and expatriate voting. The EC said cooperation and code compliance are its main goals. BNP leader Moin Khan said the party will follow the code of conduct but claimed the pledge lacks clear punitive measures. Expat voter registration for the 13th national election begins today. Through the postal vote BD app, Bangladeshi expatriates can register to vote in the upcoming referendum and national polls. This is the country's first ID-supported postal ballot system. The Election Commission said voters in 143 countries can register until December 23 following region-wide schedules across East Asia, the Americas, Europe, the Middle East, the South and Southeast Asia. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said democracy must be restored to prevent Bangladesh from becoming a failed state. Speaking at a book launch in Dhaka, he questioned whether a vested group is deliberately creating divisions among anti-fascist forces. Fakhrul also raised doubts about whether the violence on the verdict day was meant to divert attention. He said democracy required an independent judiciary, free state institutions, and a free media. At least 6 people died after police fired on a victory march in Australia. A former sub-inspector of police, Sheikh Afzalul Haq, testified in the tribunal that the bodies were later burned inside a police van. He said the shots were fired on the order of Dadan OC. The witness claimed he spoke out from conscience. 16 people are accused in the case and 23 witnesses have testified so far. The national parade will not take place this Victory Day, but celebrations will continue as usual. Home Affairs Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chaudhary said there is no threat of disruption. He confirmed that all standard programs will be held, with even more activities planned than before. Following Sheikh Hasina's verdict, no unrest has been reported, security remained tight and public safety is fully ensured, he added. RAB has arrested top terrorists Pata Sohel and Bukpara Sujan over the murder of Pallavi Jubodal leader Ghulam Kibriya. The arrest took place Tuesday night in Savar and Tongi, RAB 4 said. RAB confirmed Kibriya was killed on Sohel's orders with cash provided to the shooters. The motive is linked to local political dominance and criminal activities. Investigation into the conspiracy is ongoing. Bangladesh Association of International Recruiting Agencies (BIRA) Unified Coordination Front has called for the immediate withdrawal of 10 syndicate-based and impractical conditions in sending workers to Malaysia. Former President and ex-MP NIH Salim raised the demand at a press conference on Wednesday. He cited corruption, irregularities and excessive migration cost as long-standing issues in Malaysia's labour market. The government has been urged to allow all legitimate recruiting agencies and take professional diplomatic steps to resolve the problems. Good companies are reluctant to enter the stock market due to strict regulations, said DSE Chairman Mominul Islam, speaking after discussions on IPO rules 2025 at the Dhaka Stock Exchange. He urged reforms to attract quality firms, market uncertainty in the banking sector and frequent rule changes discourage participation. The DSE chairman hopes to elevate the stock market to levels seen in Sri Lanka and India within 5 years. A massive fire broke out at the mosquito coil factory in Bagar Bazar of Gazipur around 1 p.m. on Wednesday. 7 fire units are working to bring the blaze under control. Initially, 2 units from Mauna Fire Station responded, joined later by 5 more units as the fire spread. Law enforcement evacuated nearby residents for safety. So far, no casualties have been reported and firefighting efforts continued. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman received an unprecedented welcome at the White House from U.S. President Donald Trump. Key discussions included defense agreements, the Jamal Khashoggi's case, and normalization with Israel. Trump declared Saudi Arabia's keen on NATO ally. The Crown Prince pledged the $1 trillion in U.S. investment. The visit also featured a special military flyover and highlighted efforts to strengthen Washington-Riyadh ties while restoring the Crown Prince's international image. And that's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News24. Please stay with us.